Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I present to you Scrub Zero. Alright, time for these blankety blank Giants once again. In a game I got them losing, regardless of who plays, but if they win, great. If they don't, great. F the Giants. Now, let's get to this damned injury report. Apparently, and I found this out a little later on, I didn't look too much into it, but the Giants had some issues with with the vid and an outbreak, but they seem to have gotten that sorted out. Be that as it may, there's still players that miss time and whatnot because of that or injury, all this other stuff. So Barkley, apparently he was in the protocol. He cleared it, but he still has the ankle injury. He's out. Xavier McKinney, one of the guys who was in the protocol, he cleared it. He practiced Friday, so he should be straight. Max Skura, he cleared protocol. He didn't practice Wednesday. He practiced Thursday and Friday. Gary Brightwell's in protocol. Don't know what his it doesn't look like he practiced Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. So we'll see what that leads to for Sunday. I don't know if he has it, if he doesn't have it, all this other stuff. But as of right now, the Giants have him listed as questionable. Now, for the other guys who were just purely on the injury report, well, before I get to the injuries, Kyle Rudolph missed. I don't know if he missed Wednesday. It doesn't show in here, but he missed Thursday's practice, but he practiced Friday. It was a personal reason. I don't know the personal reason. I'm not going to get into that, but he did practice Friday. So, since there's no injury, I expect him to play. As of right now, at least. Now for the guys who were actually injured, Lorenzo Carter, and Nate Ebner, ankle injuries. They did not practice all week. They have been ruled out. Like Saquon, they have ankle injuries, but Saquon was the only one with ankle injury who also had to answer the protocols. Galladay didn't practice Wednesday. He was limited Thursday and Friday. And John Ross didn't practice Wednesday. He practiced Thursday and Friday. Both of them are questionable. Galladay with the knee and Ross with the quad. Dante Pettis is now on IR. Shoulder injury, so obviously he's out for at least 3 games, maybe even more. I don't know how serious it is. But he will not be playing on Sunday or anytime soon. I forget if it's 3 weeks or 3. I think it's 3 weeks, so he may only miss 2 games because the Giants will have their bye soon, but we'll see how that goes. Sterling Shepard, he's also out he's out, quad injury. Sterling Shepard stay hurt. Like when he's on the field, he's straight, but aside from that, he get hurt too damn much. Caden Smith, knee injury. He was a limited participant all week. Tony, thumb injury, limited all week, so he'll be a game time decision, most likely. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for the guys on the injury report for the Giants. Vegas Raiders only have 2 guys on the injury report. Jonathan Hankins, former Giant, and D tackle, and John Simpson, a guard, but with neck and knee injuries respectively. But both players were full participants, so I expect them to play Sunday. The Raiders also, if you haven't heard by now, which you probably have, I didn't really get too much into it because that's one, it's kind of out of my scope of things because it's the Raiders, not the Giants. But Henry Ruggs III, DUI situation, fatal. Oh, there's a fatality. A woman passed away in the crash, and Jose did a video on it. C.S. Jose Rodriguez, so you'll get more information out of that than anything I could give you. I looked into it, but I'm not going to properly articulate it, so I'll save you the trouble of that. But he's no longer a member of the Raiders. So, as of right now, they didn't make any moves as far as wideouts like free agent wideouts to replace him with. We'll see what happens in the coming weeks. But the Raiders have been playing well to this point. They're coming off their bye. They are 5-2. Obviously, you also know about John Gruden no longer being the head coach. And John Gruden suing the NFL, I believe. My information is correct. Whether that bears fruit for him or not is a different story, and I'm not going to get into that. But they will run the ball, and Derek Carr. The question is, will he crash the car or not? I don't think he'll have too many dents against the Giants, so I could be wrong. The Giants did play a good defensive game as far as the secondary last week. Bend but don't break mostly, but they can't stop the run. And they're still a poor tackling team. So I don't really have faith in the Giants' defense. Oh, excuse me. I need to get my water bottle. Oh, it's right here. Perfect. Giants offensively, Daniel Jones still is too inconsistent. He makes mistakes at the worst times. Every time it seems he has a good game, he reverts right back to being a bum. So, the line has still been an issue. And the Giants have too many injuries. Like, they're an almost team. They're an if and but team. If the ball bounced, if Slayton caught a ball, but Simmons jumped off sides. Like, I'm at the point where I can't even flip. Like it's only momentarily because the amount of rage I had after week 2, because of the expectations and the Giants were still actually alive. Like, the amount of rage I held towards the team at that point. And then week 3, the rage increased. Then they won week 4. And it was all fine for the moment. I can even give Daniel Jones an A. That should tell you all you need to know. I haven't been able to give any single I've seen some of the media people who cover the team, like how they graded certain aspects of like offense, defense, coach, and all that. I haven't been able to give any single unit an A to this point of the season. Maybe I'm too harsh, but when the best performance has been a B plus, and that was week 4 from Daniel Jones, and I still saw too many things I did not like in that situation. That should really tell you all you need to know. Giants suck. They suck. That's why they're 2-6 now. They're about to go 2-7. Like, can they win this game? Sure. Because they've done several things well. It's just that they don't do anything well long enough to gain any real consistency to complete a whole game and say, oh, these guys can be trusted. No, they can't be trusted. They will not be. I cannot continue to trust these bums. These blue bums. That's what they are. They're a bunch of blue bums. And that's why I got the Raiders. Because I don't trust that secondary to hold up. Adoree Jackson has been away. He was to pay him the money they paid him. That was a mistake. They should have stuck with Alvin Thompson. They didn't. They thought they needed a second quarter, and they did, mind you. But that hasn't worked out. The worst part is that Aaron Robinson had to miss 6 weeks being on PUP. Not to mention it, I haven't seen any sign of practice time for him. But I hadn't really looked in depth in that regard. I haven't heard anything though. And I think after this week, they have to come to a decision on whether to activate him or shut him down for the rest of the season. Same for Ellison Smith. Ellison Smith was a little more to be expected at least. You can have him there to practice, and Robinson, but Robinson was expected to be a contributor. He hasn't been able to take the field. It's now week 9. He will not be on this field this week. So do I like the chances? No, of him playing this year. I don't think it's gonna happen. But that speaks to the need of a defensive player. Where I'm looking like, yo, this rookie hasn't played. It's that bad. It really is that bad. So that's what I got. I got the Raiders. I think they will run the ball well enough. They can get enough pressure. Giants aren't a good pass protecting team anyway. If the Raiders can stop the run, the Giants have no chance. For the Giants, they have to be able to stop the run. I got the Raiders like 29-13. I just don't. I don't see it. I just don't see it. And I could be wrong, but I just don't see it. I can't count on Daniel Jones. I can't count on the offensive line. I can't count on the wide receivers. I can't count on the running backs. I can't count on the defense. I can't count on the coaching. Because the Giants have no pass rush. And I reared its ugly head Monday night, and I think it'll be more the same. They have no pass rush. They don't tackle. They don't coach well. You can tell me what you want, but when the guys are still missing tackles, coaching isn't good enough. That's on the defensive coordinator. That's on the individual position units, and that's on the head coach. This team is not a good team. So, that's what I got. Hope everyone's having a great night. I'll be fine once I once I get a few minutes away from this Giants video. I'll be all good. But until then, it's just rage. New York sports has just been disappointing. And it's football season, so I don't even want to, even though the Giants have been, I don't even want to look at the Knicks because I might, chances are I'm going to just get mad with Evan Fournier and his. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking with me. I advise you all to go and enjoy your day because I ain't got nothing else for you. I am Scrub Zero. If you ain't having a good day, I hope it gets better. If you are, great. I hope it continues. Keep grinding. Keep doing y'all thing. Listen. Life is short, so am I. So make the most of it. I'm Scrub Zero. I shall catch you on the flip side.